Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Another week in the workshop and I have another unboxing. This week we have the Ryobi 18V 1 Plus trim router, 1/4 inch trim router to be precise. I've been wanting a cordless router for a little while now, just to have like a round over bit in, because I always get annoyed with changing over my router to other bits. I have the Makita corded, great tool. This is the RT0700C. Now I did want to get the cordless version because I've got all the bits, all the attachments that go with this one. But if I buy a cordless Makita one, I would never use this. So I want to keep this one until it dies. So until it gives up the ghost, it's not being replaced yet. So I bought this from CBS Power Tools for $88.95. Reasonably priced. I've had many Ryobi tools in the past: nail guns, sanders, glue guns, blowers. They do the trick. They're a DIY market tool, but they do what they need to do. Let's get on with the unboxing. So, out of the box, we have the router, instruction manual, fence guide, 2 fence bars, rattle bit, 2 locking pins for the guide, a collet, and a spanner. Obviously the box, there we go. A bit of information actually, I suppose you might want. This is 2,900 RPMs, has an LED light when you turn it on, has the fence and a router bit. Has a depth cut of 38mm. We'll do 9 meters on a 2 amp hour battery and 22 meters on a 5 amp hour battery. Let's have a look at the tool. So first off, it's actually quite well made. This is all die cast metal, I think, by the feel of it. All rubber over mould, plastic. It feels quite sturdy. It doesn't feel cheap. So, how does this work? So that does that. So there's your adjust button. If you can see, it's sliding up and down there. Nice big plastic plate on it. It's thicker. It's a lot thicker than I thought it'd be. It's probably about 8mm. So unlock that, push the button down, move up and down for your adjustment, and then micro adjust. And you've got your scale on here in millimeters, or centimeters actually, tell a lie, for adjusting. Right, let's put a couple of batteries on it and see how it feels weight wise. I've got a 4 amp hour battery, which, do you know what, even with that, it doesn't feel that bad. It's quite balanced, I'd say. Doesn't fall over or anything. Probably a little, it's hard to say without doing a few runs of it, but it is quite heavy to this side, but doesn't feel odd in your hand, if you know what I mean. Let's try a 2 amp hour battery. Oh, that feels much better. That doesn't feel much different than this Makita actually. Let's do a weight test on that and see. Right, so zeroed in. With a 2 amp hour battery, that weighs 1,739 grams. And then this one, a corded Makita. This has got a bit in it, mind you. 1832. That's surprising. It's actually, this is actually lighter. I wonder it's like with a 4 amp hour battery. So it takes it over 2,000 grams. So yeah, that's quite surprising with a 2 amp hour battery. But obviously you don't get the runtime that you will with a corded version, so you know it's you weigh it up a little bit, don't you? Right, I'm going to put a round over bit in this. Right, it's quite easy to put the bits in. It's not that hard, I suppose. I always find this Makita is nicer because you can take the attachment off, so it's actually a lot easier to change over. But obviously, you know, every brand is different. Let me get a couple of bits of wood. So I've just set up a little bit of softwood timber, just unplaned. Some MDF, 18mm birch ply, and a little bit of oak. Let's do a couple of tests. I'm just gonna, I'll put the bit in, so let's just set it to about there. Alright, let's test. Boom. Here we go. I'm happy with that. It needed a bit of fine adjustment through there. It's a bit it sits down a bit lower than the plate actually. So just make a few adjustments just to get it so it was a proper round over. But all of those, no struggle whatsoever. It comes up really clean on the birch ply there. That bit's a bit old, so I'll get a new bit for that. The oak, no struggle whatsoever. Nice clean edge on that now. Well, yeah, do you know what? For the price of that, I'm glad I did get this one. So at least now I can have this one just set up permanently with a round over bit, no changing over. That's all I really want it for. I normally only use between a flush cutting bit and a round over bit. So for what it's worth, it just makes sense to have this one for the round overs. Saves me setting up, changing over every time. I can't really fault this, to be honest. Until I've had a little play of it over a few months, I can't really, you know, say much. But at the moment, I'm quite impressed. Build quality is good. It's not that heavy. This adjustment's easy enough. If anything, I'd say this adjustment is easier than the micro adjustment on this, because you adjust that and you can only seem to go up. You can't go back down again. So who knows? Right, the only thing I would say with having Ryobi tools is having batteries. Now I've only got 2 batteries for the 4 or 5 tools that I've got. So I have bought one of these adapters, which I've got another one of, but I'm going to do a different video for that. So I'm going to just do all the pros and cons of these in another video. Other than that, if you have any comments, leave them below and I'll get back to you if I've missed anything you want to know. If you like the video, give us a like and please subscribe if you want to see more of my content. But if you don't, don't. I'll catch you in the next video. Ta-ra.